Okay, so yesterday we planted much of the many crops needed in the farm. We are going to go down to the Everglades, I think was the plan. It's going to be a much nicer map to navigate than Serpent's Crossing. Where is the thing from there? It's down in that spot. Okay. So it's not too bad. There will be some area that's not planty. Planty is in the plant enemies, but that's okay. And there is a... Hey, Toby, how you doing? There is an obelisk there, but we might save that until we've ascended once. And hopefully there's some plant dudes, and they give us the double loot rewards. Okay. So, come here. Power station's that way. Obelisk, man, I went to the Ark yesterday. Those greedy mother... They want so much stuff. Okay. Down the Everglade. Yeah, we've got most of the POIs in the zones that we've been to. We've a couple 100% zones. But yeah, I got to the Ark and we completed, like we handed in all the stuff at I think the first two locations, like first two insides. And then we got to the second food bank. And they wanted like the 300 carrots and the 300 tomatoes. And I'm like... you know? And so then I went to the like, you know how there's two pathways through it? I'm assuming they meet up at the other side, like they do a loop, it feels like. Well, that one wanted, 1,800 leaves or something, and it's like, I don't have 1,800 leaves. And I'm going to have to spend all the leaves I've got on farm plots, otherwise I'm going to be farming past, like, beyond what I'm playing. So every time I've seen a place with leaves, I'm like, must get leaves. Although I think actually just ascending this zone might be better. You started the farm early? Yeah, I mean... It's still going to take the same amount of trips to a farm, so I think overall, knowing what I need to get and just farming a little bit more, I think the time frame will be about the same. But yeah, I just wish I'd started just a little bit sooner. Okay, so it looks like we've got a couple of plants down there. Where is this in? I think this is the monster scanner. Has the biggest opportunity for improvement in performance, like gameplay. Not being able to zoom in, this is just, like, it makes it really tough, right? What am I going to do then? I'm going to take a screenshot. And then I'm going to zoom in. And it's going to be a bit blurry, but it's still going to be better than not having it. Okay, that could help. Now I think those, I think these ones down here are off in the water area, around the docks. So we'll head down there first. Oh, you can't. Or some of them could be here, so we'll have a quick look. You came across it earlier. Yeah, I would have been a bit more. I think it would have been a good thing to do in some of the night times where you could probably check on it at different times. And then, you know, especially like some of the night times where it won't let you sleep, I would have done it then. Spent time farming there because I really didn't like just running around in general in the night time. I find it a little difficult on the eyes. It looks like those islands are just not accessible, which is, I guess, fine. But other than that, you know, I'm fine. Like, I set up a second farm, which, yeah, I think I probably spent another, what are they, 20 leaves? We put like 10 by 10, 10 by 5. Probably spent close to 1,000 leaves on expanding another farm just so I can have 2. But I think I would have needed that anyway. Maybe. Never really tell. But I'm pretty confident. Oh, it looks like the looks like you don't need maximum ascension in zones. Okay. This is the last one, right? Like when they're silver, that's the actual last one that gives you gold, which doesn't make sense. I guess you're on silver now, working towards gold. Sure, okay, I get that. So you only need 20 ascensions. There's a more painful grind later. That's okay. The leaves one for me is really painful because I used them all for fuel. Right? Whereas all the other ones, I just walked in and gave them. I had all the mushrooms, and I can't remember what was offered in the first. There's like a lot of the things you harvested. Bones, I think, was one of them. And we have lots of things. So unless there's one that's really, really, really terrible, like 100 titanium. Oh man, that would be terrible. Right, let's have a look at my okay, yep. There we go. It's on my way. Okay, check the map. Right, so I think from here, got those ones. We're going into the lava section or above it? Going above it. Okay, so we're going across the top. I'm also going to keep an eye out for more recipes because I want to actually find them in the game, or, you know, give it a location to where they are in a game instead of just looking them up and using them. I think essentially the last medal you'll be finishing. Some of them aren't too bad. Like when you do the POIs, you end up clearing a lot of enemies. So I had a lot of zones that got down to that I thought we'd never get close to getting them, and then just having, you know, clumps of enemies be with, you know, you just kill like 10 enemies. Like look here, there was 6 right here. Okay, so I think I'm going to be saving this obelisk for after we ascend once. Because then we'll get double loot off whatever it spawns, and hopefully it spawns plant people. Or plant enemies. Yeah, so whether it's worth picking a cup, like obviously the starter zone is a real easy one to most of these they said were around that big crack in the ground. Where is that? Here. So the starter zone, obviously the easier one to clear out because it's small and it has a really small number of enemies. But also there's a lot, like it's easy to navigate. And there's a couple other zones that are very similar. They're easy to navigate. But then it comes down to what zones have you really destroyed buildings of, because then you can get a lot of enemies just running to you. Hey Valkyrie, how you doing today, dude? Did you have college? Alright, 19 enemies. And they're all supposed to be around this-ish area. Yeah, I can't see any. And it's not the obelisk. Oh, I think that's in a different zone. Yep. Okay, so in between, the radar map I had them listed in between here and here. Oh no, I've still got a bunch over there. Okay, my bad. Gotta look at the whole picture, Panz. Which I think is it below the river? So it's below the Fort Darrow River. It's next to, so it's around here-ish, around Leisure Resort. Yeah, it is sad, isn't it? How you doing, Severo? Destroyer of all matter. I'm good, man. I'm good. All right, I'll see you back. See you in a bit. Down through Fort Darrow. Oh, I can't get across that bridge. Oh, we can go across this bridge. Okay. We have plan. How's Tails going, Valkyrie? And what's next on your list after you finish doing what you're going to be doing with Tails? Or have you got far too many hours with that to go to worry about what's next? No, 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 no. Oh, dude, did you see that? Instead of stepping up onto the bit of wood, he was sliding across. I guess the height was too great for him to count it as a step. If I'd been paying more attention, I probably could have stopped it, but I was just looking at chat, looking over, watch him slide off into the water like, this is not good. Max level's 100 and there's dungeons. You've not done due to low level difficulty. You'll get there, dude. Okay, if you could kindly please step onto the bridge. Look at this. This is what happened. He's like, no, that is not safe. You must go in from the proper entrance. Okay, here we go. We have enemies. For some reason I want to use axe over all else. Big plant's good. Oh. Plants give leaves most important feature. Okay, we're going to work our way around. I want to go around. We'll go around this way. Since I'm already down here, I guess. Eight enemies, this is good. It's quick. We did see some a bit further up this way. See 4. Worst thing is trying to find out where the last 2 are. Have a look at the screenshot I took, see if that'll be any help. I don't think it will be. Maybe out here to the north just a little bit. We're lucky. No. I mean, this is going to be a tough zone to get them all. I don't think we're going to be ascending a second time. So it's more about... Let's go up close to the house. Just finding these 2 and then going again. And we're hoping that whatever plant matter we get will be enough to help us through the arc. Okay, we can... Oh, we can't go straight across because the bridge is down. But we can go across this way. To get to bridge. To get to tower and do a scan. This zone's not too bad to navigate in terms of like windy and like Serpent's Crossing. Now that one, that'd be a nightmare to get back and forth between the transmission tower and then do a scan, find enemies, get out to them. But with this new screenshot technology, I'm taking advantage of. Okay. They are where we were, but east of the, oh no, I'm just going to take a screenshot and enlarge it. Do the thing. Okay. East of the hole in the ground. And a little bit north on the other side of the river. So east of the hole of the ground and a little bit north, probably in this little dark patch there. No, I don't want the north bridge. I want that bridge. Also, I got to think about the zones that I possibly want to ascend, because this will put me on 12. I don't want to re-clear the other zones. I just want to actually ascend them so that I get the medal. How often does it take crops to, how do I get to the thing? You went too far south, Panz. To do their thing. Will it show me on the seed bag? These are like 20 to 40 minutes real time. I did put some onions down and some wheat. Okay. I should probably time that and a bit better and use similar. I sort of put a sprinkling of everything because I don't know why. But I should definitely just use similar time frame ones. Here we go. Wow, was that 319? That's a lot. I think first things first is just sort of wander around a little bit. Try to do it somewhat methodically. Start with whoever's here so we don't die, I guess. I mean, if I'm going around killing everyone, I should... Oh, that's the other thing I think... I mean, I know you've already done your arc, but... But I think if you're going to have to do some reascension anyway, when you pick a zone that, like when I redid the first zone, you don't have to clear it the final time, right? But on the way to using it to doing a third ascension, enemies are dropping 3 times the loot. Could be helpful with some of the Ark donation bins. Okay, I've done this first main little island. Yeah. If we can clear this quick enough. I would almost consider sending and then doing the obelisk. Almost. South first. Oh, north already. Okay, hang on. That thing definitely said 319 enemies, right? Oh, I wonder if the plants don't... Now it's only saying 149. I was wondering maybe the plants don't respawn with the Ascension. They don't. Oh, well, that's interesting. And also kind of sucky because that was a big part of the plan. We were hoping that plants would respawn because they dropped leaves. Oh, that's... means I might just actually have to farm. Yeah, Hedwin, time to get clipping. So, Hedwin, you got a little mini spoiler there. You need to farm big time. Especially in the actual farm. But all the gathering, the farming, everything. Yeah, you need a largish amount of resources. Oh, I didn't go down on that little island. Nothing there. I think for anyone that's getting to the later-ish, or when they first get to the factory machines, I think my strongest recommendation would be don't do any of the lower level upgrades. Only do the highest level upgrade into titanium and the highest level upgrade directly into lumber. So even though you can see that you might have 1,000 of the smaller ones, and you go, oh, I could turn those into some of the medium ones, then turn those into the big ones, that's just going to kill your biomass fuel. You don't need to finish the Arctic Fish story, but I want to finish the arc. Do all the things. But yeah, I think that's the way to do it. Just make the lumber with the out of the this type of wood that you've got, but don't do anything else. And definitely don't use leaves in the smelter. Use the lower level, the lowest level wood only. Because that way then your smelting doesn't cost any of your plant matter. You can only use leaves to make lumber. Yep, I said only use this level wood in the smelter. Alright? Don't use plant matter in the smelter. But also, don't use the sawmill to upgrade this wood. Right? And don't use the smelter to upgrade metal scraps into metal bars. And metal bars into steel. Right? I'd say only use the smelter and the lumber to make the highest level upgrade. Because even though you could potentially use the smelters to upgrade all your metals, which is what I did, and use the sawmills to upgrade all of your wood, which is what I did, and you might get a few lumber earlier. It just cost you so much. It cost me so much plant matter. And now I look at my my collection, and I have excess titanium. I've got 100 lumber, so that would have been easily the extra 1,000 plant that I need right now. I'd probably also suggest if you think you're going to want to go and get all the metals, so you need to ascend 20 zones, find the zones you want to do that in and get it done while you're do the POIs in that zone, and then ascend it, because you'll naturally just destroy some trees and other stuff while you're in the zone. Yeah, these palm trees are, not too bad. They're only 2 hits. These ones as well are then slightly better value. They are 5 hits though. I think if you have your lumberjack kit on, you could probably do it in 4 hits. Those ones we can't get. The guessing the big palm trees are going to be much better. What are these ones? 2, 3, 4, 5. Those ones, the big ones, give less lumber but more leaves, and I need leaves at the moment, so... Oh, that one gave 3 and 5 or something. So they're pretty good value. Now I almost definitely want to ascend again before doing the obelisk. And I don't think I'd ascend a third time here before doing it. Might be a bit too much. Although it's about picking the zone, and I think you want to pick the best zone and ascend that all the way instead of trying to... Well, okay, so the difference is some of the some of the zones that you might not want to ascend multiple times, if you've already cleared out more enemies, that might be easier than finishing up to ascend a single zone the final time. Good old scythe. Yeah, no plant respawn. Super rough. Oh. Come on. are you doing in there? Alright, most of the stuff we've done has been south of the river, I think, yeah. There you go in this area. I can't remember if I went over here. Oh, this is where the big mech is. It was cool. $500 leaves. All right. mm. Do the walls with scythes? Yeah, I've got one. I've equipped it. Occasionally I do that. I wonder where I think it is good value. But I know that because I've got zones that... Like Serpent's Crossing, I think is only missing 2 enemies. So... Even though it's probably worth it from the Ascension point of view, it's definitely not worth it from what I'm going to get from going there. That would have been another one though with the plants. Oh man, why'd the plants got to do us like that? Need a way of downgrading items. Okay, that one there. I was really surprised though when we had the ones that wanted, 100 mushrooms and stuff that actually had them. Oh, leaf-covered cars are a good good source of leaf. Can't send. Do you have a campfire somewhere? Up there. Okay. Alright. 65 dudes. Yeah, so I think at this rate, we'll be able to clear out pretty quickly. Ascend, and then do the obelisk here. Which does mean we'll have to clear out a little bit more, but not too much. But I'm not ascending this one twice. Or a third time. Oh, maybe I should. Oh, I don't want to do the grind. No, there's another... I can't remember what the other zone was, but there was another zone I thought that would be a good one to ascend because it was a nice, easy flowing one. Although this one's good for enemies, there's no grenade hands. Wait, where's that dude over? Oh, he's on the island, okay. So we started there, we did this little bit and went around sort of this way. I think I went down here. Yeah, we did. We went down here, around here, up there, around there. Hoping we got all of that. And we've come back around the top. And it hasn't taken too long. It's been fairly good flow. I think I'm in a different... Are we in a different zone here? We are. Got to make sure we get our campfire sleep time up too. I think we've still got like 80 hours to get that medal. Okay, he doesn't want to step up there. It's too steep for precious little feet. Come on. Oh, I probably should go down to that island. Is there anyone there? I don't know. It'll take me 2 seconds to run down. No, no enemies on that island. Okay. Yeah, so we'll ascend this one. And then go check out the farms first. Oh, someone in that. How did you not get picked up when we were... Like, I ran through here. How did you not get picked up? Oh well. Happens, I guess. I mean, we are down to 28 enemies pretty quickly, so... Yeah, it's almost like some of them don't spawn in, hey? And then you go back and they've spawned this time. I guess that happens. But I think that would be that's where really frustrating in some of the zones that are very windy and hard to navigate to. And you have one enemy out of the spot that you would definitely at. Alright, if they're just going to suicide, I'll take it. Especially if it was down in Serpent's Crossing and you have to run all the way across the map through all the winding stuff. Go. Okay, 14, so... I'm really hoping when we get back around, we just clean up the last 14. We don't have to travel across the map for one, but I don't want to get my hopes up too high. Although the transmission thing is just here, so this will tell me what we missed. Okay, not terrible. Yeah. But one of them seems to be near us, and two around the thing, and then up above, like way at the top of the zone. So I just mustn't have, I didn't go up that far. What if from there, if it's quicker to run through to that one and go across to the farm? Maybe. So one of them seemed to be south of us. Was it down this way? No, it's on the... literally on the bridge we had just run across twice to get to the tower. How is there one being scanned in here? It was here. Like it scanned here. That one there on the bottom left. Right, is scanning in here. Where is it? Maybe I have to go far enough away to let it spawn in. But I don't really want to run away from the tower. I want to kill it now, so... It's showing it's still there. There it is. Oh, look at that. Oh, that... We were just talking about that. They're in thin air. I think that in itself... like, it happens, right? Various different reasons in software. And even though it's not the greatest, I think it's something that could have an easy fix of just improve scanning. I think the map, it should be an option. Oh, okay, in before there is an option, I just haven't found it. But I don't think so. I think show the scan locations on a map. You know, don't have to update them, you know, when the monsters are moving around, just the point at which they were when you did the scan. And 2 enemies around here to get. And the blue shirt dude was 1, and this is the other one. Okay, so we're going around here, over the other bridge. Put Darrow up to the service station. We'll go back to the farm. I don't remember what I planted at the other farm. Man, the next game that involves collecting lots of stuff, because of the art quest, I'm going to be, in a mindset of I must collect all the things. And then that game won't have an art quest, and I would have spent an extra 20 hours just grinding out resources just in case we needed it somewhere in the future gameplay, and it never came about. Five to go. They might all be here. Yep. Okay, that was reasonably painless. Use the scythe Panz. Hey, has anyone played Night of the Dead? It's another zombie game, survival, where you play as a lady who's got to escape an island. Raise this house, I think. It looks okay-ish. I think it might still be in early access though. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but there's, I don't know. Some games I want to play in early access and some games I want to wait for release. Not that I don't want to play them in early access, but I don't want to be spoiled. I don't want to have spoilers or replay the content. Okay, from here, we'll run up and travel over to farm. I think this is a zone to reascend as well. It's got a small amount of enemies in it, and they're easy. And the extra running around will promote a little bit of farm. We're going up for the farm. Oh, hang on. No, 1,800 leaves, I think. Or is it 1,400? I don't care. Many hundred leaves. I think it might only be 1,400. Hey, super. Actually doing really well. We did have a good plan that got cut short, no pun intended. Because the assumption we'd made wasn't true. Plants don't come back to life when you ascend. So even though I scanned a zone that had we'd killed 300 plus enemies, only the zombies come back. So you can only get the plant matter once. And the plants are really good plant matter loot drops because they're plants. But I think because we don't need to do all zones triple ascended for the gold medal, we just need to get a total of 20 ascensions out of the game. We might be doing that in some of the quicker zones to clear out, and then while we go around killing enemies, just spread the load instead of target farming specific things. Just sort of share it around. Cut some trees, kill some zombies, cut some moss off the wall, kill some zombies, And plus taking down the odd tree here and there while we pass through to kill some zombies actually will make it quicker for the next clear of zombies because the tree won't be in the way. What are we at? About 900 plant. Not terrible. Okay, that's not bad. Let's take a screenshot of that. Okay, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 around the tower just south of us. So we should take those ones out. I can see 4 here. Use the scythe then. Sickle? Scythe? Sickle? tickles a single-handed small size? I don't know. Alright, so where's the other one around here? There's supposed to be another one. We did learn, though, that enemies do have the right, and they choose to use it, to not spawn sometimes, even though they're scanned on the map. It's somewhat frustrating. This one is further to the west, though, so he's possibly not one of those guys that didn't show up to work. Or was it before or after the ravine? Before. Okay, we'll have to get that one on the way back to the tower then. Hopefully it spawns on the way back. What was the other ones we had? 3 down there, 5 along there. Okay, we'll do that. There we go. I think this one's from this zone. But I think this one is from... yeah, that one's from the other zone. Hey, Amanda, I'm loving it. Been great fun. Played through a bunch of it and then went, no, you know what? I want to do all the things, so we said it's going to be 100%. So I went back to some of the earlier areas and cleared out and did some extra stuff. Found some more little secret bits and things. I wouldn't call them secrets, but not so obvious bits. Been really cool. What we got? Like 60 hours in and looks like we're winding up. I think we've got probably another 10, maybe a bit more. Does it have a good crafting system? For what the game is, yes. I think a lot of people get disappointed because they think it's a crafter base builder, and it's not. The crafting system is more of building a tool that you'll use, like that tool doesn't get destroyed. But then you get items to upgrade it to make it stronger. Same with your relics or your trinkets. I think for the type of game that it is, the crafting system suits very well. If you were to put this crafting system into a different type of game, then it would be a bad crafting system, but also it wouldn't be the same game. I didn't count, but I don't care to count. We'll hit the scanner again. before we ascend the zone. Yeah, leaf-covered trees. We need the leaves. I don't know if I need the cars yet. I really want to get the leaf one done. Because that'll open another room in the Ark, which would then potentially tell me if I need to gather another large stockpile of any specific item. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 4, 5, 10? 10, 12? Okay, we're missing a couple. It's nice when the zombies are all in pairs. I think we're going to have some stragglers, yep. Alright, let's go to the farm. We'll have to hit the scanner back up, but this will be a zone we ascend. Are my crops ready? Yeah, okay, everything's ready, which means everything at the other one will be ready as well. I think I want to harvest everywhere so we know what we have. And I'll put the fast-growing crops somewhere. Although I think we need a lot of wheat, so maybe we'll just wheat out here. Are these 20 minutes? I think they go from... Okay, yeah, they do. They go from fastest to the longest here, so... We'll do a count after we'll check the count after we pull everything here. What do we need wheat-wise? We need 140 wheat. At least you need the least of... You need the lowest number of the one that takes the longest to grow, so that's kind of good. So if you do get here late, you know, you can... you need more carrot, which grows the fastest. Can I use the scythe to harvest these? Oh, dude, that is so much... Thanks, man. Oh, that's so much better than what... Okay, now we just need something to plant them quicker, right? Alright, what's my wheat count? 79, I need 140. So this should in theory, we should double our seed. If I've got 79, I probably don't need to plant all of them, but I think that guarantees me we'll hit that goal. Means we won't need any more wheat. And then we'll have some left over as well too, in case we hit any recipes up, which is, I think is important. I don't want to ever not have any. Yeah, scythe is good. It's not very strong against enemies, but great against, well, obviously for farming. Which makes sense, because that's what it's made for. A long time ago, YouTube recommended a video for me that I laughed at and then watched anyway and enjoyed, so that's YouTube telling me it knows me better. There was a guy who was using a scythe to, he did a comparison, like with a big, you know, long-handled scythe, to mow an overgrown field. And he just stood there and he swung the scythe back and forth. And the grass just sort of, you know, it made the noise, the shh. And then, yeah, grass started falling, and then he walked forward, did some more, and walked forward and did some more, and just kept, and it was so quick. Like, he's just smashing it. Because I guess he's cutting it at an angle like he's practiced, but it's cutting the grass at the finished height, so he's doing one swing. It took a few to get it low, because you have to come in from the side, so you need to lower, you know, you've got to get the top and then come down, but then after that, you're just moving forward, and he's just going cut, 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 cut. And it was, like, unbelievable. I was mesmerized. It wasn't that long, it was like 10 minutes or something, but still. We need 160 onion. We are there on onion, so that's good. And plus, which is great, we need 200 corn. No, but I think there's corn at the other one, but I'm not certain how much. And this is a 2 double yield, so, and it's a long grow, so we could put down some corn, I guess. I can put on the digital watch to plant a little bit faster. That's true. That'll technically does plant a little. I mean, because it saves me time, doesn't it? Especially if you're just running around too. That's probably not a bad one to have. 100 corn, I need 200 corn. So I don't need to plant all of these, but... You never take it off the trinkets? I don't want to fight with it though. I'm likely to get myself killed or run into water as well. And it doesn't actually give the character an advantage in the world. It gives the player an advantage in terms of save some time. Which is, you know, in situations like this is very useful. 5, 10, 14, 18, 20, what have we got here? We're going to be 24, 28, 30. I had 100, 30 should yield. I'm using 2 at a time. 30, which means I've planted 60. So that comes off my 100. So I've got 40 now. Planted 30, which will yield between 120 and 180. So it's probably not quite enough. Yeah, it is pretty zoomy though. But at the other farm, I guess you probably get used to it. Just feels a little fast. Because that's like directly south from us, right? There it is. Where were you when I came through this area last time? And if we go to the north one, it was like here. Oh, okay, so it's technically in this zone, but you gotta... Yeah, okay. I don't know how I think about stuff like that. I think I could talk myself back and forth on whether I think the zone should follow the natural boundary, but it's kind of cool because it lets you put things in a different zone. Oh, how are we going grass collection? Almost at 1,000 on the grass. Oh, that's not enough. Wait, I can't get there that way. Although this also speeds up the farm time as well. So if you are playing on this speed, because it's sped up real time by however long, it won't be as long for the farm to be ready. $40,000 later, Panz still farming leaves for a quest. You know it, baby. Dedication. It's why you don't want to commit too early to 100% on a game. You have to know that there's potential for a big, you know, in cases like this, I went, there's potential for a big farm, and I'm okay with it because it's just been really, I mean, satisfactory stole the name, but it has, like, it's just been so satisfying. Demolishing buildings or clearing out certain items. Yeah, and I was just enjoying it far too much to not say, yep, I'm going to 100% this. Come here. If I farm what? If I farm what exclusively? Leaves? I think it would take more than 5 minutes to get 1,800. You could. There's definitely some zones where you could get a, depending on what zones you've cleared out, but there's definitely some zones you could do that much faster. There's some really, some very leaf dense areas too. So you hit one of those up, you could get a very high number per minute. Ooh. Okay, so we're ascending this zone. What am I at now? 1200. How does multiplayer work? Ah, that's a good question. I don't know. Toby, did you multiplayer this? Is it same as couch co-op, or can you have people on independent screens? Or is it just straight up co-op? Honestly, I didn't even know there was a co-op. I think I might have seen something. Maybe it's on the title screen. Maybe it says it there, but I normally ignore stuff like that. I tune it out after a while. You don't get split screens, so you have to stay on the same screen space. So it's like couch co-op, but with your own screen. Play tug of war of where you want to go. I want to go north. I'm going south. You're not going south because I'm not coming south. And the save file's only for the host. That sucks. Yeah, that's pretty rubbish. It probably would have been better if they just didn't put co-op in then, right? Because it makes it sound like it's got more than it does. I mean, it kind of has more than it does. So it works. I think that works if you're... it's probably better if you... Although, can you do that on the same PC? Or do you think it's more for consoles? So you can multiplay on the Switch on the telly? If that's what it's for, then that's okay. But yeah, for any other system, it's not the greatest. But for most part, it feels like a single-player game anyway. Yeah, so I think nice touch if you're playing with someone at home on the TV, on a console or but for PC multiplayer, it's you'd want more, but you're not going to get it. Okay, now I'm kind of getting used to the speed on the trinket. I kind of like it for like clearing and stuff, but I don't think I'd use it when I get to a new zone. I'll want to just enjoy that zone myself. That's the spirit. Get in there, son. Oh, have I got a campfire? There's no campfire near here and I don't have any sends. Why is there no campfire near the farm?